Hey guys, my name is Betsy and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to be doing your general love reading for Libra season. If you would like to watch the Libra season intro video and you have not had a chance yet to do so, I will be leaving the link for that down in the description box. Please keep in mind though that these are general readings and so not all of the messages are going to resonate with everyone. Please use your own intuition and discretion. However, if you find that any of these messages do resonate with you, I would love to hear that feedback down in the comments section. As well, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I would be extremely grateful. Thank you guys. So getting into the cards that we have here on the table, with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle, we have the Deer, which is Earth Energy. For the Wild Unknown Tarot, we have the Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus. Then we have the Devil, which is the card of Capricorn. And the Page of Wands, which is fire energy, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And then for the Lenormand cards, we have number 26, the Book. Number 22, the Path, which I believe this card and I believe also the Hierophant were both present in your reading from last season. And then we also have the number 1, which is the Rider. And then for the rune that I pulled for you guys today, we have the letter F. This is Fehu, and this means cattle. It is typically a significator of wealth and abundance, or also a payment or debt that needs to be paid, or possibly a contract or agreement. So with that, with Fehu and the Devil, I do feel like this could be involving a karmic debt that is being paid off, or possibly a karmic connection, or with the Hierophant here, some kind of soul contract that you may have agreed to enter into before your incarnation into this life. So I do feel like this could be involving certain lessons that need to be learned and that you are learning together with another individual. Okay, so I do feel like this is involving some kind of soulmate connection. I feel like even if you are in some sort of separation from this person, if there is some sort of distance between you, or there has been some recent breakup, or possibly even a coming back together, that it could resonate either way for you, but I do feel like there's this sense of being bound in spirit to another person. And with the Hierophant here, I feel like this is a very deep soul connection. The crow is a very spiritual animal, and as a spirit animal can signify our connection to the other side, or our connection to spirit. So I do feel as if this could be involving some sort of deeper soul connection, possibly a karmic connection, or someone that you are connected to on a spiritual level. I feel like there could even be some kind of psychic communication going on here with the Rider and the Page of Wands, as they do involve the idea of messages or communication coming in. So even if you are at a distance from this person, it could be that you are sort of communicating in the higher realms, in the 5D, or are having sort of psychic having a psychic connection here in the 3D. Or this could be that, you know, you have come back together and are now discussing some sort of plans or how to proceed into the future. So of course this is a general reading that may, you know, resonate differently for different people. So just take that how it applies to you. I do feel like there could be some struggle here surrounding some sort of commitment issues as well. I feel like this could have been a connection that had started off being a bit more lighthearted, or had been intended to be somewhat of a no strings attached type of relationship, where it was based purely in the physical attraction or the sexual attraction between the two of you. And now as things have evolved, you're realizing that it's much more complex and much more of a deeper connection than you had previously anticipated. And it does feel like that's bringing in some fear for someone, like a deer in headlights, you know, where they're just stricken with awe and with almost like a terror of this connection, that it's kind of becoming too serious, and they are possibly feeling the urge, an urge to kind of run away, because it is just much too intense. And I really hate to throw around the terminology of twin flames. I do feel like it's very overused in society and sort of sensationalized and exploited. But I do feel like there is some sort of runner-chaser dynamic here, and also that the two of you could be kind of triggering one another to confront these subconscious fears, or possibly like toxic behaviors or addictions or something that may be coming up to the surface within this connection. But I feel like the purpose of this connection is to come into a deeper awareness of self, and a deeper awareness of spirituality, your own spirituality, through this connection, and purge whatever these darker sort of things are that you might be hiding within your subconscious. I do feel like there could be a child involved, or possibly you could be expecting a child, and there could be some sort of offer of marriage or commitment on the table here as well. And I feel like that could be what is triggering a lot of these fears. I feel like, especially if there is going to be a new life involved, or a deepening of a current connection, there is this sense of kind of wanting to do things by the book, wanting to do things the right way, in line with one's, you know, morality, and wanting to be sort of like an upstanding individual and do the right thing. However, I do feel as if someone's own wants and desires, or possibly toxic behaviors or bad habits, may be kind of getting in the way of this, or causing some sort of blockage in that connection, where these things are needing to be confronted and dispelled through the process of this, in order to be a better parent or a better partner. I feel like there is some sort of spiritual healing and coming into a deeper spiritual awareness, and unlocking, you know, some sort of deeper understanding of self here. I feel also that if this is not involving necessarily a child, this could be involving the birth of some kind of creative project. So you could be learning something new with another person. This could be learning some sort of skill, or establishing some sort of establishing a business, or sort of going into a different line of work, or taking on a new direction or something with someone else, which is going to bring in some kind of payoff. I feel like you could be dealing with some sort of plan to generate wealth. So I feel like there is a focus on money here, especially with the Hierophant and the Devil as well. I do feel like there is an emphasis being placed on the material, the physical things. So I do feel like there could be some fears here surrounding being able to provide, or being able to sustain some sort of financial stability, or offer some kind of monetary security, either for a partner or for a family, possibly a new child that is coming in. So there could be some fears and worries and anxiety surrounding that as well. Someone's fear in not being able to provide enough, or not being able to uphold one's own beliefs and values in it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So I do feel oh, I'm so sorry. That kind of derailed my train of thought. But with the Deer here, so I feel like the advice in this situation is to focus on love, unconditional love, love for yourself, love for another, and cultivating a deeper spiritual awareness within your life and the spirituality of your connection. So this could be, that instead of running from this intensity, sort of doing the whole runner chaser type of dynamic, this is possibly needing to take a deeper look within yourself, doing the deep inner work, instead of expecting anything else externally from your partner. Instead of placing the responsibility for growth on the other person, I feel like this is doing some internal reflection and some shadow work into your own toxic behaviors, your own fears, worries, and anxiety. And through doing that, I do believe that you will ascend vibrationally together. So I do feel like this is a joint learning experience, and something that is, having to do with a soul contract, and some sort of karmic debt that is being paid off through this relationship. And I feel like by doing this inner work, you are going to have a more full connection with your partner, and also discover a deeper connection with spirit as well. I feel also that you may be having an ancestor, possibly a maternal or paternal ancestor, that is trying to come through here, that is trying to guide you. Your spirit guides may be trying to get you to see the truth of this connection, and trying to lead you in the right direction, into establishing a deeper spiritual awareness and a spiritual enlightenment. I also feel as if they are really calling you to break generational sort of curses. So if a lot of these fears and worries are coming from, things things that you have experienced in your own childhood, or deep wounds that you're holding on to within yourself. I feel like this could be, trying to release that grudge, or trying to release whatever trauma you may still be holding on to from your own childhood, and to be able to leave that behind, so that you can have a greater sense of wholeness, and being able to provide a better family structure, or have a more successful union than possibly what your parents or grandparents or whatever example you may have had growing up. And maybe telling you to leave behind some of those family issues and work through those, possibly through counseling as well with the Hierophant here. In order to release whatever repressed anger, or subconscious blockages might be surrounding that. And I do feel if there has been any toxic behavior in between you and another person, or if this has been somewhat of an on again, off again relationship, or somewhat of a runner-chaser dynamic, I feel like there is a need here to really get into that heart space, opening up the heart chakra and coming into unconditional love. I feel like that could be what this lesson is involving. It's involving forgiveness and unconditional love, self-nurturing, realizing one's own self-worth, and also realizing the duality in the idea that separation is an illusion, and that we are all one spirit, all connected. And so the way that we treat other people is also the way that we are treating ourselves. So I feel like there is a need here to get more in touch with one's spirituality, possibly do some research, and greater, deeper learning into that as well, so that you can put things into a better perspective. And I think that is all of the messages that are coming through here. I hope that wasn't too confusing. I'm in somewhat of a rush because I am going to pick up my children. So I wanted to go ahead and get this done so I could get the videos uploaded, and so I wouldn't be running too over deadline here. I'm already a couple days late. But I do hope that these messages did resonate with you. I feel like this is a very deep, soulful bond, but that there are a lot of issues that need to be confronted, and a lot of fears and anxieties involved here. So as I've been saying in some of the other readings as well, there is a need to not run from this. There is a need to, confront it head on, and do that deeper introspection, and possibly, seek some sort of external guidance as well. Whether this is talking this through with your partner, and trying to communicate on a more soulful level, and communicate about some of these blockages and some of these fears, and possibly even some of these family issues that you experienced in the past, and working through those. I feel like that could definitely be beneficial, but also seeking some type of professional help as well. Going to a mentor or a counselor, a therapist could also be extremely beneficial at this time. Possibly a couples counselor, or a marriage counselor, or a family counselor could be very beneficial as well. And I do not mean that in an offensive way. I know some people take it that way, but I think everyone could benefit from therapy and counseling. So I please hope that nobody takes that as a personal offense. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and end that there. I really hope that you guys took something away from this. If any of these messages did resonate with you, I would love to hear that down in the comments. And please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.